The biggest challenge every mixed model analysis faces is efficiently finding the main storyline and then maintaining focus on that story. It's very easy to get overwhelmed by the massive, energy-sapping volume of data created by even a single marketing mix model, let alone up to 100 models. This video lays out miXCELerator's Executive Topline tab, an opening screen that provides a high-level analytic storyline, a logically connected thought process and visualization design developed to give mix analyses the structured direction and focused energy they need, as well as facilitate easy comparisons of differential ROI enhancement storylines across models. The stage is set by first dissecting the model brand's revenue trend and determining how it was influenced by trends in base consumer demand versus marketing-driven revenue incrementality. In this case, consumers' demand for their product was slipping, but that base decline was partially offset by increased revenue incrementality coming from both funded and unfunded marketing activities. So this raises the question, was this growth in incremental revenue indicative of marketing success, or was it really just a result of aggressive but unprofitable spending? We don't know the answer to that yet. So now let's take a look. In the next reveal, we see that not only did base consumer demand decline, so did the marketing spend that was being applied against that demand. The multiplicative effect of these two trends setting an expectation of significant incremental revenue decline, if all else is being held equal. Now, of course, in the real world, all else is never held equal. So what actually happened? Against the headwind of this declining consumer demand and reduced marketing spend, funded marketing incremental revenue still managed to increase by almost 20%, a performance level that's well above and directionally opposite of expectation. Somebody somewhere did something right. Now it's time to really get down to the heart of the matter. And to help keep everyone focused, let's reduce screen clutter just a bit. Here we see that for this otherwise struggling brand, funded marketing ROI improved by over 35%. Okay, so now we're directly in the field marketing mix modeling was born to play in, and we have to be careful not to fumble the ball at the goal line. The actual money question, and the way to prove our worth as an industry, is to be able to clearly and simply reveal what occurred to make this happen. Were our various marketing campaigns more impactful? Did we drive down marketing costs per execution delivered? Or did we spend less of our budget on low ROI tactics and more of our budget on above average performers? In this case, the ROI growth was entirely due to bottom line focused budget reallocations, overwhelming a minus 3.8% performance decline that would have occurred had tactic level effectiveness and cost been the only factors in play. This right here is a clear example of what can happen in the real world when mixed model insights are treated as an asset and actually used to guide budget reallocations. Importantly, this also zeroes in on mixed modeling's fundamental big picture value, and every mixed model's proverbial big picture is mounted on the same compelling hook. Mixed modeling's core value of identifying ROI-focused budget reallocation opportunities can be used to drive total marketing ROI growth, even for brands experiencing across-the-board ROI declines for every individual tactic in their marketing mix. And the beauty is, budget reallocation decisions are 100% within marketing's control, while CPM or effectiveness issues tend to be largely a function of uncontrollable media industry or competitive factors. Of course, the value of this information is only realized if acted upon. Information without action equals overhead, and we can't afford to be in the overhead business. So, to the extent that simulation results from this year's model are already in hand, this would be a great time to point out the bottom line possibilities of paying close attention to, and once again acting upon, the detailed drill down analysis that will follow this top line assessment. Treating this as a universal approach to kick off a marketing mix model analysis has multiple benefits. First, by using this top-down analytic process to begin your assessment of model results, you'll create a roadmap that guides and prioritizes your often daunting deep-down analysis. Second, if presented at the start of a meeting with a passionate sense of conviction, it will help raise the energy level in the room and hopefully increase the staying power of the learnings conveyed. And third, it's a path of structured prioritization that will help maintain audience focus throughout the entirety of the presentation. Finally, using a consistent one-page format of this nature for every model facilitates the quick identification of differential patterns across brands, across geographies, or across longer trended timeframes. For example, here's a case where consistent layout and colorization protocols can immediately identify a very different pattern of ROI negative budget reallocation decisions. Or a very different case where, despite effectiveness being the key ROI change driver, significant forward-looking opportunities nonetheless exist to drive profitable revenue growth through ROI-focused budget reallocations. So, as you can see, while there are endless nuanced storylines, each will ultimately arrive at the same mixed model value proposition, and key differences will be easily distinguished by this type of analytic and visualization approach. That's it for now. Thanks for giving this a look, and I really sincerely hope you'll find it useful. Please let me know if you have any feedback. Take care now. Bye.